Good afternoon. I'm Tanu for ACJ Newsline. So, Ramjas College and Delhi University was to host a peaceful literary fest on 21st Feb. The already controversial Umar Khalid was one of the invitees. But the ABVP disrupted the gathering with violent clashes, claiming that the students had raised anti-national slogans. This is a repeat of the events that unfolded in JNU last year. There has been no conclusive proof of what happened. People have emerged largely in support of the students of Ramjas and Delhi University. We have here with us Utsav Tiwari and Surbhi Gupta to carry forward the discussion. So, what do you think about the current phase of student politics in the country?
So it is nothing that we are seeing for the first time. Students played an important role during the freedom struggle in the 1940s, also during the emergency, opposing it, and also also during the Mandal Commission. And now what we're seeing is another very important historical phase, and it did not start with JNU. It started, and it did not, and it's not. We cannot put DU right now as a very isolated incident. It started off with FTII, moved to Hyderabad University, then moved to Jadavpur, JNU, and now it has come to DU. And these are the major universities that we've been seeing. Student politics has been on a boil across campuses in the country. There was an incident where we saw a similar incident in Allahabad University where the ABVP opposed Siddharth Vardarajan, the former Hindu editor-in-chief, and called him an anti-national. So that is an incident which did not get national limelight, but incidents have been happening. So this is not new, and this is a continuous of what we've been seeing ever since this government has come into power.
What do you have to add on to that?
So talking about ABVP and attacks by them, this is something which should be really condemned, because earlier politics in campus used to be very constructive, and there was an environment of discussion and debates which they have disrupted, and now they have created an environment of intimidation and fear through violence, which is something all students should condemn.
So, following the disruption of the gathering, there has been a protest in Ramjas. What is your response to that?
I think the clashes or the violence which took place at Ramjas College is highly condemnable, because first of all, it was a literary event organized by the students and teachers in their own capacity in the campus. It was not a political event, first of all. For ABVP to accuse the left or call anybody anti-national, and what we saw there is shocking. For I have been in the university, and I have been to such events to actually see that ABVP standing with the lathis outside and locking the students and the teachers, and the violence we saw there, and how even the reaction of the police, and how even the excesses by the police forces was shocking and highly condemnable, and how students were not able to protect students from such a thing to happen, and how these wings of the machinery are being used for their own by the government for their own for their own purpose, and how they've been used for their own personal gains.
Anything?
So if we see a protest in Ramjas, it is completely justified on the part of students who want their freedom of speech without any fear of being attacked by goons, and I completely support them in this.
So, student politics has suddenly taken the center stage. Do you think it is, or it might affect the politics of the state on the whole?
See, now that there are elections in 5 states, including Uttar Pradesh, which is politically one of the most important states, and in that context, yes, it becomes something that could affect national politics as well. But more or less, it will be a student-centered movement. And
yes, I do agree that it will be won't have any impact on these state elections, because that did not happen even after the JNU fiasco. Left did not, the mainstream left did not benefit, could not gather any political momentum because of what happened in JNU. Though I think something which the BJP has been doing in using this constructively for the nationalism agenda, and for that they have gained support nationally. This happened after the JNU incident also. There are a lot of people, there was public support for Narendra Modi and the BJP government for hounding up these anti-nationals of JNU. I think similar thing can happen right now. More than that, I don't think it will affect national politics and their discourse, but also we see that a lot of politicians have been making and using this as a statement, as a platform to make political statements. Like in the morning only, Kiran Rijiju, the Union Minister of State for Home Affairs, was saying that, was terming all of them, all the students present in Delhi University protest right now, as leftists who supported China during the 1962 war and who support freedom of Kashmir and Bastar. I mean, that is highly condemnable. A union minister cannot say something about this student, because a lot of students there are out there just for reclaiming their university and free spaces, and not really, and very and are apolitical in their ideologies. So that is there. So I think that is about it.
After the protest and what is happening now, Gurmeher Kaur, another Delhi University student and the daughter of a Kargil war martyr, has come out in support of the Ramjas students. But she's been mocked by many prominent people, trolled on social media. To what extent do you think that is right?
See, she might have some opinion, but then if someone like Sehwag or Randeep Hooda, they defer to that opinion, then mocking her was not the right way. This is something where they went wrong. She's just a 20-year-old first-year student from DU, and she's pretty much apolitical, and trolling someone like that and making it a political issue and on social media, especially by prominent personalities, it is not something really acceptable.
I think it was, first of all, it was a non-issue. It didn't really have to be an issue to be discussed over primetime debates.
Right.
It was just a case of trolling and people commenting differing opinions on social media, which the mainstream national media took it on TV screens and debated about it. Got even resulted in even more trolling of the 20-year-old. I do condemn what she's faced and how she had to back out from the protests, and that is really shocking.
She's been forced to leave Delhi now.
Yeah, she's been forced to leave Delhi now. So that is, but I blame national media also in this, in her condition right now.
So we still have to see how everything pans out, whether we will have more Umar Khalids emerging out of this, or we will see actual leaders like Narendra Modi or Shashi Tharoor who came out of Delhi University student politics. Thanks for joining us for the discussion. This is Tanu signing off.